I filled in my brows and moisturized my skin. For primer today, I'm using the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. If you're someone with normal to dry skin like me, I totally recommend this one. And for my foundation today, I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. And I'm mixing in a few illuminating drops from the brand Temp2. I got it in a BoxyCharm monthly subscription. And I'm gonna mix it all on the back of my hand, dot onto my face, and blend it all over with a beauty blender. You really want to take time blending your base makeup to make it as seamless as possible. To cover the darkness around my mouth, I'm using the Dior Air Flash Foundation in shade 501. This has a red undertone to it and does a really good job covering all the darkness around my mouth. And then I'm going to blend it all over with the beauty blender. For my concealer, I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. And I'm going to highlight with it as well. And I'm applying it underneath my eyes, under where my contour would be. And I'm going to blend it all away using the beauty blender again. If you're someone starting out with makeup, I totally recommend you invest in a beauty blender. This is such a nice tool to blend away all the concealer and foundation. And I'm also priming my eyelids with the concealer. I'm not doing much for my eyes today, but just to cover the darkness, I'm going to blend all the concealer onto my eyelids. To set the concealer in place, I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm going to set my eyelids as well. To contour my cheekbones, I'm using the Lancome Pressed Powder and this is 2 shades darker than my skin tone, so I really like to contour with it. And for bronzer, I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Since I'm doing a simple look, I like to use this bronzer. It's not too intense, but it gives such a nice glow to the face. And I'm going to use this bronzer on the jawline as well, just to give my face some more definition. Moving on to blush, I'm using the Essence blush. This is such a nice affordable blush, and it's a nice peachy pink color, and it's really good for the summer months. I've been using this a lot lately. And I'm applying this on my nose as well. I like doing that just to give that sun-kissed glow. And to bronze up the sides of my nose, I'm using the same Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And for highlighting, I'm using the illuminizing drops that I've used in my foundation before. And I'm going to apply this on the high points of my face, on the cheeks, underneath my brow bone, and on the temples of my forehead. And blend it all away with the Real Techniques brush. I've been really loving these illuminizing drops lately. They're such a nice natural highlight. It's not too glittery, it's a really good highlight. If you're someone who is not into intense highlight, I totally recommend this one. And I'm gonna highlight the bridge of my nose as well. So once I've done that, I'm using the beauty blender to go over all the highlighting places just to make it more seamless. I totally forgot to do this before, but I'm just highlighting in between my brows. And I'm using the same beauty blender to blend it away. To set the all makeup in place, I'm using the MAC Fix Plus. If you're someone with oily skin, I do not recommend using this one because you might get oil more shiny throughout the day. And again, I'm using the beauty blender to push it all into my skin. I'm using the same Lancome Pressed Powder and just giving some nice definition to the eyes. I'm not doing anything more today, but just to define the crease. I'm gonna take the shade Whiskey from Naked Smoky palette, and I'm gonna use this shade to define my lower waterline. I really love using this shade for the lower waterline. It's nothing too crazy, but it does a really good job defining the lower waterline. And I'm gonna take my time and blend it out. Moving on to the upper waterline, I'm using this NYX retractable eyeliner in the shade brown. This is a really good affordable liner, and it stays all day long on my waterline. And I'm going to smudge it all out using a crease brush from Morphe. And I'm using the Real Techniques eye brush just to wing it out. Nothing too crazy, nothing too intense, just to elongate my eyes just a little bit. And I'm curling my eyelashes using the Lancome curlers. And for mascara, I'm using the Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt Mascara. And I'm concentrating mainly on the outer V of my eye. And I'm going to put that on my lower lashes as well. And for my lips today, I'm using the NYX Soft Lip Creams in the shade Canes. I really love this color. This is one of my go-to lip colors. And it works well with any skin tone. That's the final look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.